It's Andy and Matt with Central Ohio Ntrak. Today we're up in Fostoria, Ohio, running at the model train show, and we are guests of our friends up at LANTrak again. So Mike is with me from LANTrak, and it shows just the camaraderie we have with model railroads, being able to come together, be able to do all these shows together, running a standard layout type. We run T-TRAK, so we can hook all of our modules together. And it allows us to go from show to show and very quickly and efficiently hook our trains together to make a full layout. And I think that's something that, as we go forward in model railroading, a lot of people don't have the time or the space to have a full layout in their house. It'd be overwhelming to build a layout. But by doing a modular layout, you simply have to build a section that's 1 foot, 2 foot, maybe 3 feet long, that you can easily store at your house, and then bring to any of these shows and be part of an active layout. So today, Mike and I are going to walk around and show you what that layout looks like in Fostoria.
Thanks, Andy. Glad to have you guys. We're making a habit of this. I like it.
Yep.
What we have is we've been coming to this show for about 6 years, and we've been T-TRAK at the time. So our layouts varied in size depending on how many members we make it. Sometimes they were much smaller, oval, small L shape. This year we were blessed with you guys joining us, and we gained a couple new members from the Ohio area. And so we have 60 modules in this layout. And this layout is 32 feet across the yard in the back section, and it's got two 21-foot long ends.
And somewhat unusual for the T-Traks that I've done in the past, we have back-to-back ladder yards here. So we are able to set up probably 15, 18 trains and have them staged and ready to go. And that makes it a lot of fun because you can go walk the show and still come back and run your train.
The yards have 8 sidings per yard. Each yard is 12 feet long, center throat. So they're extra deep modules of 20-inch deep, so we could get the extra sidings in and have that flexibility. But it works for us. It's what we like to do.
So I want to show some of the modules. A lot of times when we've done these videos, they're modules that we've had in Central Ohio T-TRAK for a long time. A lot of people have seen them over and over. Several new modules, at least new modules to us in this layout. So let's walk around and take a look at it. While it's very simple, I really like this covered bridge module. Very, the layout, the symmetry of it. We've got a train going over a culvert. We've got some older style buildings in the background with a little covered bridge in the background. And I just like it. The builder used all what I'm going to call hero trees that have a little more detail than just your typical, plunk a bit of lichen on top of an armature. So I really like that.
This module here by the same modeler, the cemetery module. It's Bill, if you will, but very simple. You got the church. You got the churchyard cemetery, okay, the resident or caretaker's house, if you will, off of the road. Very easy to put together your idea, and now it's a module you can bring and include in a layout.
This is from one of your newer members, isn't it? From Dave?
These three are from Dave Smith, Dave number 4.
Dave number 4. But what I like about this is it gives you some industrial switching opportunity. So you can pull a train off, do some basic switching. We'll talk a little bit about switching puzzles later. But it's got the industrial feel. He's done some flats in the background to make it look like a city. And it gives you just some operational opportunities that you can do rather than just running circles around the track. They have a bridge module very similar to ours.
Yep.
I think every T-TRAK club has a module that looks more or less just like that.
Yep.
You have Mike's practice. scale speed indicator on it. So up here as the trains come by, we can see what the scale speed is.
Both lines have sensors buried in the track and with the display. So this is the outside line. That's 42-mile-an-hour scale. Track 2, the branch line behind it, that train was traveling at 49-mile-per-hour scale.
Modern power technology. We've got the big cooling tower. That was all 3D printed.
Yeah, that's 3D printed. This actually is kind of going to be a little mini Springfield.
Okay.
Homer Simpson type deal.
That's right. Some of the next modules we've seen a few times in the last couple of shows, Van Wert and others that we have posted. Not to take anything away from those, but we're going to try and show the ones that haven't been shown as well. Got this very little busy layout. This is a double, so it's 2 modules in length from a regular single. But this has a farmer's market and co-op. I like the crossover. Again, it gives you some switching possibilities, although the switching on this one comes right off the main line. One thing that about the corners that LANTrak uses on some of these larger layouts, you'll see this is a full 180-degree turn. CONTrak can use 2 quarter panels to go around, and because we're using the incline track radius, our trains will tend to roll into a quarter, roll out, roll back in because it's made up of 4 pieces, so they can all hook together. I do like this 180-degree radius because the train makes one tilt, it maintains that all the way through the full corner.
Back up on these cars right here. They get into what they push. And then they don't come out till the end.
Till the backside.
Yep.
So I think that may be something that we need to add to our collection as well. Is the large radius and build new ones that allow us to do that full 180 degree. Again, some industrial modules that their club has built. But this next one's unique. I really like this. First off, with the fall scene and all the colors is really good. But what's amazing is a lot of these buildings that you're seeing are made from cardstock. They're very 3D. You can see how they have a lot of detail on them. But if you get up close to them, you'll realize that the roof tiling, the brickwork, all of those features are perfectly flat because they're just printed on cardstock and built into the building that way.
In fact, Andy, there's only one building on here that is not cardstock.
Which is this one, the DPM. Yep. I think those look fabulous, especially when you combine it with the fall background.
And it's a different look. And what we have here, kind of a look at the yards. When we put them back to back like this, we call it our bow tie yard. Remember, stage 2 trains here. But it takes there's lots of sidings to choose from, both for the main lines and for the branch line. And you get your train staged up, and then when it's your turn, you pull it out and run it.
Again, similar to the module we looked at with the city buildings, the container yard is interesting because all these containers are printed. These are cardstock that are just folded and put in place into the container yard. And this looks very good. You really can't tell that they're just cardstock. This would be a good way when we do a container yard. We do have a container train and some other bits to fill up the yard.
One of those developments would be a nice add to this at this point. And then, of course, we get to enjoy all the wonderful modules you brought down.
Yep.
And one of the main reasons you want to collaborate on this, last night at 9 o'clock, I got a call from a member. Hey, 6 foot worth of modules just got busted. I can't bring them. I need help. I said, don't worry about it. Just bring what you were going to bring. I'll take care of it. Made a call to Andy. I says, hey, I have 6 foot more real estate for you. He got back to me and he says, I got room to pack them.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. And we were able to include them. Thank you.
Oh, very welcome. Very welcome. All right. So we talked a little about doing something other than running circles and having switching opportunities like a real railroad does, where they're delivering cars to an industry. And we talked about Jason and some of his time saver small layouts. Today he has a new one that he's been working with. This one is also a switching puzzle, and this one is called Inglenook. And the track layout's a little more simple than the time saver style. But again, you can see it's all very compact, one small switcher locomotive, and Jason controls where he's putting and placing each of those cars, and can do various scenarios similar to what a real railroad would do as far as spotting these boxcars. We find there's a lot of attention to these switching puzzles. One, it's a brain teaser, and so it helps you retain interest in model railroading because it's different nearly every time you do it, and it's something just different that draws attraction to all the folks that come to these shows. They see it. It's a small layout. It's very simple to operate, and we'll let Jason talk about it and show what he's doing with Inglenook.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason. So with the Inglenook Time Saver, the idea is this is more of a sorting puzzle. So I use an app on my phone to randomize the sort order of these 5 cars. And you have the main line here. You have two branch lines. I just messed that up. And yeah. So the idea is to swap those out. You got to think ahead and think about, okay, I need to put these over here first, and then I got to put these over there second. So right now, I need to get these 2 cars in front, which I'm almost done with this particular run of the puzzle. This device here, made by my friend Matt, my very good friend Matt. This counts the amount of reversing moves. As you can see, I'm not doing very well this time around because I kept messing up. But so I'll give you an example. So I'm going to reverse, and this count will go up. See, it went to 34. Going backwards, so I hit 3 beeps on the horn. Turn out here. Now we're ready for the next run. So I just have an app on my phone that allows me to randomize the list of cars, and then I do it again. That is the Inglenook switching puzzle.
Excellent. Thanks, Jason.
Welcome.
So again, we're up at Fostoria this year for the Fostoria Train Show. Enjoying it. Very big thank you to Mike and his team for putting the layout together and inviting us up. We've had an excellent time. You can see there's several CONTrak members here enjoying it. So looking forward to do the next show, and hopefully we can get Mike and his team down to one of our shows soon.